No, good. Okay, done. Hey guys, I'm Shay and welcome to my still bedroom. I still haven't figured out a place to record yet, and as of right now, behind my bed in front of my window will have to suffice. So just bear with me for a little bit longer. So I was finally tagged in a book tag by Christina Horner, and this is the Extraordinary Means book tag. This one was created by Robin Schneider, I think, who's the author of a book called Extraordinary Means. And so she created this tag, and now it's being passed around, and it got passed to me, and I'm so excited. So the questions for this tag have to do with the extraordinary means you would go through to get to your favorite book or bookish thing or person or whatever. So with that, I will get started now. So question number 1, which isn't really a question, I don't know why I said question. I would give up the internet for a month for a signed first edition of this book. Now I could go the money-making route and say, like, I don't know, some really old book that would be worth like a lot of money if I got it signed, and then I could just sell it. But I feel like my answer should have more to do with my love of books and not my love of money. So I'm gonna go with one of my favorite stories, and that's Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I think it'd be really cool to have like a first edition of that book and have it signed and have it on my bookshelf. Though I don't know how long I could like keep a hold of it before I was like, I could make so much money off of this, I should just sell it. But at the same time, you don't want to sell something so cool. So I don't know, but that's the first one, I think. So question number 2, I would give up pizza for a year if it meant I could sit next to this author on a long plane ride. Well, first of all, I don't like long plane rides, so I don't think I would want to give up pizza for a year just to go on a long plane ride. But if I had to, I think it'd be really cool to sit next to John Green. He's my favorite author, and I am subscribed to him on YouTube, and I watch his and his brother's videos, and they're really funny. But yeah, I just think it would be entertaining because he seems like the kind of person that likes to would strike up conversations with strangers. And I think for me, he would probably have to be the first one to talk because I'm pretty shy when it comes to people I don't know, or even like, I've never really been like in the presence of a celebrity before, but I'm not the kind of person to like go up to him and like, oh my gosh, you're this person, oh no, can I get an autograph, blah, 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 I love you so much. I would like to think of myself as a fangirl, but I am a silent fangirl. Like, I'm screaming on the inside, but I just don't really show it. And so hopefully John Green would be the one to say something to me, not the other way around, because the other way around is just not gonna happen. And that would be a waste of pizza if I never said a thing to him the entire plane ride. Yeah. Number 3, I would sit through 1,000 hours of commercials if it would ensure that Hollywood made this book into a movie. That's so many hours of commercials, but I guess this is Extraordinary Means. So, and 1,000 hours of commercials is pretty extraordinary. I think I would sit through that many hours of commercials for a movie adaptation of The Archived by Victoria Schwab. I think that book and the second one are probably like my favorite books of all time, even, well, because John Green has like 2 movies now, or 2 books of his now that have been or are being made into movies. So yeah, I think I'll go with The Archived. I just think it'd be really cool to see like the actual archives and like the narrows and all that stuff like on a big screen. And you know, I'm not even like one of those people that is like constantly comparing the book to the movie as I'm watching the movie. Like, there was something that was left out in the movie that was in the book, then that's not really a big deal to me. I like to think that I am one of those people that can like separate the two, and so I can see them both as like their own thing. So I think it'd be really cool, like even if it was like Twilight quality, I think it would still be really cool. I would hope, maybe. Yeah, okay. Number 4, I would never read a new book again if it meant I could live inside this book. So, I would have to go, I think, with, I have 2 here. So, Ready Player One, obviously not the actual world, but the virtual world would be really cool to live in, although I guess that's possible. There's so many like online gaming communities that you pretty much can live in that world now, so I guess I'll go with my second one, which is the Wonderland in A.G. Howard's Splintered trilogy, because it's like, it's pretty close to like the Disney Alice in Wonderland, but it's a little more twisted and dark and crazy, and so I think that'd be really cool and really fun to live in. Or maybe even just like spend vacations. Like maybe I could just like get a second home, like a vacation home, and spend like a few months out of the year there and then come back here. But I don't have any money, so I probably, that wouldn't work. Anybody have a timeshare in Wonderland that they'll be willing to like let me stay at? Just let me know, because I'm interested. Number 5, I would let my Google search history be made public if it meant I could be best friends with this author. Google search histories are kind of a taboo subject among like anybody. Like nobody wants everybody to know like what they've actually searched for. And since I do like to write and I like to like keep my books somewhat accurate, I look for some pretty like creepy things. Like I think the other day I searched for like how long it takes for a body to decompose, and just like I feel like my Google search history might be a little scary to some people, but at the same time I think that I would let the world know what I search for if I could just be friends with A.G. Howard, because she seems really fun and really cool, and I mean she came up with this crazy Wonderland story, and I don't know, I think she's the kind of person that I would want as like a mentor for my writing, and if we were friends I would be much more comfortable, I think, asking for her advice as opposed to just like some random fan being like, hey, I'm writing this book and you're my hero, can you give me some advice? Like, that'd just be weird. So let's be friends, A.G. Howard. And actually, I know that you subscribe to me on YouTube, so let's be friends. That'd be so fun. Except I don't live in Texas. But if you want to move up here, then we should be friends. Okay, now I'm just embarrassing myself, so hopefully you don't watch this one. Okay, thanks, bye. Okay, number 6 is the last one. I would donate everything I own to Goodwill if it meant I could date this book character in real life. Well, here's the thing. I guess this question would only work if I weren't married, because I'm not gonna date anybody while I'm married. Just so you know. Just throwing that out there in case anybody thought that I might be that kind of person. I'm not. So we'll pretend that I'm like younger, I'm still in high school or something, and I'm not married and I'm not dating anybody. I think that the person that comes to mind that I would have loved to date when I was younger and single, because now it's weird because he's a teenager, would have to be Wesley from the Archive series, because he's funny and quirky and sarcastic, and I feel like he has the style that I have always liked, and I just think that he's not a jerk face, which is nice and seems to be the trend in a lot of young adult books. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Wesley. I think he'd make a good book boyfriend, or this is just getting weird. Alright, so that is it for the Extraordinary Means book tag for me. I don't know a whole lot of people. I'm gonna look up a few people, because I'm actually gonna tag people this time. Because I was tagged, so I feel like I should tag somebody, so I'm gonna tag people, so give me a second. Okay, who I tagged for this video? I tagged Aprilius Maximus, I think that's how you say it, Breeze Books, Megan Precourt, I think that's how you say your name, I'm sorry if it's not, and then I'm just throwing this one out there, I'll tag Maureen Keevy, because she hasn't done the tag yet, so, and she's probably actually been tagged by other people, so I guess I'll just add to the list of people that have tagged her. So there you go, there's my book tag. Thank you, Christina, for tagging me in it. I will link her video below as well as the original tag video, and then I will also link all of the people that I tagged down below as well. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye! Means book tag. Yeah. Extraordinary Means book tag. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.